how's it going, guys? Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of The Real Deal. So this week, we're doing something different. We're doing a 10-part series broken up over various weeks of the top 10 reasons why sellers sell their homes. And obviously, everybody's going to have their own reason, but this is something that was taken from surveys, put together by multiple different locations, and it was easily accessible through Asian Associates. So here we go. Today, we're going to talk about reason number 10. Yes, we're going to go backwards. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One is going to be the most important one. So reason number 10, why people sell their home, and that is deferred maintenance. So deferred maintenance is, of course, if you've been in a house and you know that you've been having to replace that AC, you know that you've been having to address that leak in the roof, these bigger issues that you know are going to cause you a lot of money. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these you guys might have to do in order to sell your house, right? If it's something that's a huge deal, then you're going to have to disclose that regardless. But if it's not a huge deal, right, if your AC still works, if your roof isn't actively leaking, but eventually it's kind of getting towards that time, then you will have to make that decision at one point as a homeowner. You're going to have to make the decision of making that investment, right? So roof replacement, anywhere between, 7 to 14 grand, right? And depending on the roof and the style, shingles, tile, and all that good stuff, right? And then there's also AC. AC, it could be as cheap as, 2,500 all the way up to 10 grand. So there's a lot of different factors that go into it. It could be both, right? It could be AC and it could be a new roof. And once again, you're going to have to replace that if it is actively broken down, right? Your roof or your AC. But if it's something that's not actively, broken down, or if it's not actively leaking, the water heater, it's getting old. Like all these things are just kind of starting to slowly kind of get old, just like your car. A lot of people do this all the time with cars. It's like, okay, my car, I know it's on its last leg. Maybe I should go and trade that in and get a newer car. Jesse just put up his hand and waved and said, that's me. So yeah, I agree, Jesse. Let's go to the dealership and get your new car, brother. But so the same thing is with houses. And now, if some people, they have great credit and they're okay financing some of this stuff, and that's cool. If you want to finance and add that into, your credit card debt or whatnot, you can always definitely do that. But if you have some decent equity in your house, that $10,000, that $5,000 repair that you've been kind of putting off, might be better off just upgrading into something not substantially more expensive, right? Just something a little bit better. You got to think $20,000 worth of repairs is the equivalent. So $20,000 in a house, right? So let's say you live in a $250,000 house and you're considering a $270,000 house. That difference in 20 grand is about $100 a month. So that's the way you would look at it. You're either going to come out of this, you're either going to have to come out of pocket for these repairs, or you can sell your house, use some of that great equity, and get into a new house. So just kind of think about it like that, guys. The best analogy that I could use is, of course, your car payment. Let me get out of this small screen because. So the best advice and analogy that I can give you guys is treat it like a car. So if your car is starting to get towards its last leg and you think it's time to replace that car, because eventually it's going to cause you more issues, the same would apply to a house. This could be a house that you've owned for 10 years or a house that you just bought 2 years ago and you just purchased a lemon and you're like, you know what? This house has a lot of stuff wrong with it. Most of the time, this is going to be older houses, that haven't had maintenance, done on them. So just something to consider. You guys keep an eye out for the next one. We're going to go from 10, 9, 8, spread them out, give you guys a little bit of everything here and there. Thanks for joining me, guys, on this week's episode of The Real Deal. If you guys have any questions or concerns, if you guys are having deferred maintenance issues and you guys would like to sell your home, give me a call, shoot me a text, or drop a message. You guys take care and have a great day.